putting together all of our postures into a chakra healing flow. Okay, so if you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and start today's flow in that child's pose. So and Michele will be demonstrating the postures. So you can bring your toes together, knees about the width of your mat or a little bit wider than your hips width apart. If that's too much on your hips, you can bring your knees all the way together. And if you want to stay seated on a chair or on your bed, you can also rest your arms on your knees and just rest your face on your palms. Once you're here, start to tune into your breath. Bringing your awareness to your inhales and exhales. And finding your Ujjayi breath, that healing breath for the root chakra, taking deep inhales in through the nose, sealing the lips and exhaling out through the nose. And making your exhales even longer than your inhales. A few more deep rounds of breath. Feeling supported against the ground, allowing your muscles to rest against the support of the ground. Take one more full round of breath in your child's pose. Now slowly start to round up through the spine, coming into a tabletop position. Taking a few rounds of cat-cow, taking deep inhales to lower the belly and looking straight ahead, lifting the hips. As you exhale, press the earth away and pull the navel in, releasing the head. Taking a few more rounds, moving at your own pace. And if you're doing this from a seated position, you can just bring your hands to your knees and inhale as you lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale as you pull the navel in, rounding the spine for a few more deep rounds of breath. And now slowly come back to your tabletop position. Walk your hands one palm forward and tuck your toes in behind you. You can inhale to lift the hips, coming into a downward facing dog. Now start to walk your feet forwards towards your hands, coming into a forward fold. Take a deep inhale as you halfway lift, bringing your hands to your shins or your thighs, lengthening through the spine. And exhale as you fold forward. Now taking a deep inhale, slowly rise all the way up to a standing position. Once you're in your standing position, step your feet a little bit wider than shoulders width apart. With your heels slightly turned in and toes slightly turned out. And taking a deep inhale, reach your hands up high towards the sky, spreading all 10 fingertips. As you exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, coming into your goddess pose. So bringing your arms into that goal pose and taking a deep bend at the knees, letting your tailbone be heavy towards the ground. And bringing your head back in space and not letting your chin shift forward, making that double chin, aligning the neck with the rest of the spine. Maybe closing the eyes, feeling the strength and power in your goddess pose. Now taking a deep inhale, start to purse your lips as you sip air in through the lips. And exhale back out. sipping that air, and exhale out. A couple more deep rounds of breath here in your goddess pose, focusing on your breath. And now taking a deep inhale, reach your hands up to prayer overhead. And exhale as you bring your prayer to your heart center and step your feet about hips width apart. Now taking an inhale, bring your right foot up, either keeping your toes on the ground, just using your foot as a kickstand, coming up onto your shin, or bringing your foot all the way up into your inner thigh if that's in your practice, wherever it feels best for you. Making sure to not press into your knee joint. Take a few deep rounds of breath here, sending your roots down from the sole of your right foot as you anchor yourself down into the ground. Relaxing the shoulders and pressing everything into the midline of your body for a few more deep rounds of breath. And now maybe expanding the branches to your tree, so reaching your fingertips up high towards the sky. Take one more full round of breath here. And now inhale as you bring your palms together, and exhale, bringing your prayer back to your heart center. Now bring your foot back down to the ground. Take a moment to shake off any tension in the legs. And then when you're ready, bring your opposite foot onto either that kickstand, up onto your shin, or into the inner thigh. Bring your awareness back to your breath, and lengthening through the spine, melting the shoulders down and back as you breathe. Now maybe expanding the branches to your tree, reaching your fingertips up high. And now exhale your hands to prayer, bringing your prayer down to your heart center. And now release your arms, release your foot, and take a moment to just shake it out, letting go of any tension. Now coming back to stillness, bring your hands to your hips. And keeping your hips squared, step your left foot back so that you bring your heel all the way back onto the ground. And your left toes are slightly going to be facing the left side. Your right foot is pointed straight ahead, and your hips are still squared. Take a deep inhale as you reach your arms long. And exhale as you start to reach your left elbow back, like you're pulling back that arrow. As you exhale, sinking a little bit lower, bending your right knee. And now bringing both hands to a thumbs up, looking right at that right thumb as you breathe. Feeling that strength in your archer, grounding your legs. Feeling that strong foundation underneath you. And keeping the spine long, shoulders over the hips. Bringing all your focus into that right thumb for 3 more deep rounds of breath. Take one more deep inhale here. As you exhale, release the arms and step your left foot next to the right, bringing them hips width apart once again. Taking a breath. And now bring your hands back to your hips. This time, bringing your right foot back. So bring that right heel all the way down onto the ground. Your right toes are slightly facing the right now, but your hips are still squared and facing forward. Now reach your arms long. And take a deep inhale as you bring that right elbow back, like you're pulling that low back. Bringing your gaze to that left thumb now and making that thumbs up with both of your hands, bending deep into your left knee for your archer pose. Relaxing the face, deepening your breath, and bringing all of your awareness into that thumb for 3 more deep rounds of breath. And now release the arms as you step your right foot forward, coming back into your mountain pose. So just relaxing the shoulders down and back, letting the arms be long by your side, and closing your eyes for a few rounds of breath. Now slowly starting to flutter the eyes back open. Slowly make your way into a seated position. So you can sit on a chair if you need to, or coming all the way down onto the ground. You can sit on a pillow or anything that gives you a little bit more support. And now interlace your fingers together and bring them underneath your chin. We're going to take a deep inhale here as you bring your elbows out to the sides. As you exhale, you're going to take an open mouth exhale and bring your elbows together as you lift the chin, open the throat. Deep inhale as you bring your gaze back to center, open the arms. Open mouth exhale. Lift your gaze, lift the chin. One more time here, deep inhale, gaze back to center. And exhale, letting it go. Now bringing your gaze back to center. Bring your hands to your knees with your palms facing up and allow your eyes to close. Coming back to your breath. Taking a moment to just receive through the palms of your hands, receiving all of the knowledge you've learned today, all of the benefits of your practice, and of showing up for yourself, and sitting in stillness for a few rounds of breath. One more full round of breath here. And now slowly start to flutter the eyes open, making your way all the way down onto the ground or wherever you can lie down for Savasana. And if you'd like to stay in a seated position, you can do that as well. Coming all the way down onto the ground, placing your left hand at your heart and your right hand on your belly, and allowing your eyes to close. Bringing all of your awareness into the rise and fall of your chest and belly. Filling yourself up with air, not holding anything in. Letting the belly and chest expand as you breathe. Breathing naturally in a way that feels good to you. And not forcing anything, just allowing yourself to be. Slowly start to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, stretch the arms long overhead. When you're ready, hug your knees in towards your chest. And slowly rock from side to side. Going all the way onto your side. And coming up into a comfortable seated position. Taking a deep inhale, slowly sweep your hands up to prayer overhead. Gathering up all of that beautiful healing energy you've created. As you exhale, bring your prayer to your heart center, allowing your eyes to close once more. Take a moment to breathe in everything that you've created, and taking this with you throughout the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone.